Hey, hey, hey! Hi guys! Tara here in the craft cabin. Hope you are well today. I left my glasses off today. How is it all going? So today is Thursday and yeah, it's been a good week. Hasn't been as manic as last week, so I'm not as stressed, so it's really good. What are you up to? Any fun going on wherever you are? If you are online today, do say hello. Let me know what you are up to today. It's been so lovely here in Ballyconnell in Cavan. That's where I am coming from. I hope the weather has been really lovely with you guys. Neve is on. Hey Neve, how are you? Hi Evan. I hope the weather is really lovely where you are. Yesterday I was dying for an ice cream, so I treated myself to a brunch. So it was lovely. So I hope you're enjoying the sunshine and you are out and about. Crafting is more of an indoor sport, really, isn't it? You can craft outside too. Maybe we should go outside and do some crafts. Okay, I might come up with something for that. But yeah, today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. It's a little game craft that we play, that we make and play. So we've done this lots of times in the craft cabin. We do it at lots of events as well. We do crafting at different events and festivals and things. And it's one of the crafts we often do at that, just because it's a game and it's fun, and yeah, you get some entertainment out of it as well as making something. So it is this. So you may have made this before. It's a little froggy with a little fly at the end of it. So the idea is that you are meant to, now I haven't done this in ages and it's kind of awkward doing it on the table. So you try and swing it to get the fly into the frog's mouth. Is it going to happen? Come on! Yay! My little frog ate the fly. So we're going to make little frogs like this that have little flies attached to it. Hello May and Malaz, how are you? They're just online. So we're just making this here, and it's just a little game so we can, it's harder than it looks actually. So we want to see in the house who is the best at the frog game. So you can create a little competition. Did you see? So we're going to make our little frogs today. So these ones are made just with paper. So I've just used red and green paper, but it's a really good one if you have empty toilet roll holders. So you can use the toilet roll holders as well if you want, but these ones are just done with paper as well. So yeah, so hopefully you'll be able to make a few of these and maybe have a tournament. Our family, we love games. We play lots of games in our family. I have 3 brothers and my mommy and daddy, and we do lots of different games. We haven't done this game, but we have played lots of different games, and we compete against each other to see who's going to be crowned at the Donahue Games tournament. So maybe you could have a games tournament trying to come up with who's the best at getting the fly in the froggy's mouth. All right, so we make this, guys. So I'm going to flick this down. So do say hello if you do come online, if you're online at the minute. So hello, hey guys. So as I said, for this one, I'm just going to use paper for this one. But you can use a toilet roll holder if you want. So I'm just using strips of red paper and green paper. If you were going to use a toilet roll holder, you could cut it in half because it might be a bit too long. So you could cut it in half and you could paint it. So you could paint it green on the outside and red on the inside if you wanted. You don't really need to paint the inside, but I just like giving him like a red mouth. It looks dangerous. He looks like he's ready for dinner there, doesn't he? So I'm going to cut 2 pieces of red and green, and it doesn't matter really what width it is. If you twist it round, you kind of see what width you're going to get. So I think the width of this is fine, and I'm going to make it whatever height you want it. So I'm just going to pop these down. I'm just going to cut the green to get it the same width, and then I'm going to do maybe about this size. So you just want the 2 of them the same size, okay? So I have 2 little sheets of paper like this. So I'm going to stick them together, just a little bit of Pritt stick, like that. And I'm going to put the red on top. Okay, and just line up the edges. like that, press it down. And I'm going to use a stapler for this. You can use sellotape and you can use glue as well, but it just takes glue quite a while to dry when you're making them into likes of circles. Sometimes you have to kind of hold them for a long time waiting for the glue to dry. So it's just handy using a stapler. So just going to staple the two edges. Like that. So this is going to be the bottom, so you're not really going to see this, so it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to close one of the ends, so then this becomes the mouth. So if I close this end, I'm just squishing them together, and with the stapler again, I'm putting two staples in it. Again, if you don't have staples, you can sellotape it for sure. So now I have my basic shape. Okay, I'm going to do some legs for him. Okay, so these I just have stuck on to the bottom. So to do his legs, I'm going to get some of the paper bits that I have left here. So I need one that's going to be long. Now, when I used to do these, I used to stick on like 4 legs onto it, but I always found that they fell off, that it's much stronger if you keep them attached. So if you do one leg that kind of goes across the whole way at the bottom and one that goes across the whole way at the top. But you can cut out 4 little legs if you want to do that. But it's just, I think it's just makes it a little bit stronger if you do it all together. But that's just me. So I'm going to cut this into a strip. Now this isn't very equal, so I'm just going to even it out a wee bit. So I have a strip like this. I'm going to cut it into 2 strips equal enough. Okay, and what I'm going to do is at the end of each of these I am going to do some little bumps, and that's just like the little, it's not fingers, they don't have fingers, what do they call, they're more, I don't know, I don't know what they are, but more like their hands, so it's not just flat. You could just do like this if you wanted. So you could just do like rounded like that, but I am going to do more kind of bumpy. Now it might be hard to do with such a small area, but it doesn't matter. So just to give it a little bit of shape on the edges. Like that. This one has the weirdest looking frog's legs. Okay, so I have both ends done now, and I'm going to fold it. Well, actually, what I might do is, where's my little scissors? I'm just going to make it a little bit thinner in the middle part of it, or not in the middle, but just at the edges. So I'm just going to fold it over, and I'm just going to cut out like a little moon shape. You can see that, and that's just because I just want the legs to be a little bit thinner in the ends. Oops. So like that, if you can see that. So when I open them out, they're going to look a little bit more leg-like. So they're not all the same all the way around. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it a little bit in the middle like this, so that when I pop it down, it's going to come out like that. Okay, so all I've done, instead of folding it straight in half, I'm folding it at a diagonal like that. Okay, so we do one more. So I'm going to take my strip and I'm going to do a couple of little humps and bumps. They might get a bit squished when you're doing them, but that's okay. Whoops, so I have one side done. I'm going to do my humps and bumps on this side. Like this. Okay, so I have like my paw type things. Just going to fold it in half, and I'm going to cut out just a little sliver on each side, just to give it a little bit of shape, like that. You don't have to do this, you can just keep them the same, doesn't matter. Okay, so then when I open it out, I have my 2 legs at either side, and again I'm just going to fold it in the middle. So I make like a V. So when I put my tube on top of it, it's going to look like it's the legs. So if I put a little bit of glue, so this is going to be the back. So where I have the staples, that's where the back is going to be. So I am just going to position these. So let me just see, put one there and one there. Perfect. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue in the inside as well. I'm going to stick that on to the edge like that. And my next one, I'm going to stick a little bit of glue, or a good bit of glue. So I really want this to stick well. I'm going to stick it there. And you can make it wider, so if it's not spread enough, just make your fold a little bit different. Like that, I think that's better. Now, so when I turn it over, I have my frog's legs. Okay, so I'm going to keep it this way just because I've glue on this side and I don't want it to stick. And I'm going to do my fly. So the little fly I have on this, and it's really just a heart. That's all it is. So that's going to be simple to do. Okay, so we're going to do that. So just a little bit of paper. So I have just a little bit of scrap paper. I think this was we were using yesterday. So I'm going to draw a little heart shape on this and make it quite rounded at the edge as well. You don't want it too pointy. And it doesn't have to be even. I can never ever get my hearts even. I don't know what. I don't know. I need to go to drawing school or something. So I have a little heart on that. I'm just going to cut out. Just cut around it. Again, you don't have to draw it. So some people are really good at freehanding, so they can just cut it out that way. There we go. Yeah. And just round off the edge a little bit if it's a little bit too harsh. So I now have my two little hearts that I'm going to make into a fly. Okay, so for this I need black and grey and red. So the first bit I'm going to do, let me open this out and use it to colour on. I'm going to colour most of it grey, so where the wing area is, and I'm going to do a little bit of red just on the tip where its mouth is. So it's like it's, I don't know, sucking blood from the frog or something gross. So I'm just colouring this in. So just if you hold your finger up the top and don't go any further than your fingernail. So I'm just colouring it all in. That's it. So one done. Whoops. Let me do the other one. Put my finger down. Put it all in. And my phone is dinging. Sorry about that. No. So I have these two jobbies. I'm going to do a little bit of red then, just at the top. So I have like that. And another little bit of red at the top. And then I'm going to use a black marker. I have a thin kind of marker, and I'm going to do little eyes on him there and a line in the middle like this. I'm just going to put a couple of lines just to make the wings look a little bit more yeah, more wing-like, more wingy. And do the same with this one. So two little eyes, a line in the middle, and then a couple of little lines coming out. My little winged friend. So I have two little flies like this. I'm going to sandwich them together. So the next thing I need is I'm going to use a little bit of yarn. So I have used some yellow yarn, but you can use string or anything you have at home, a shoelace, anything like that you can use. We've even improvised and we've used sellotape. So if you pull out sellotape and you like squish it together like that, you end up with like little strips, so you can use that. We have improvised an occasion with that when somebody forgot to bring the yarn with them. So I want to finish this. So I have a little bit of yarn, so I've loads here, so I'm just going to cut a piece off. The length that you do it just depends on you. Sometimes the longer it is, the harder it is to get in, but then sometimes the shorter it is, the harder it is to get in it, get it in as well. So you can experiment. So I'm going to put glue on both of these. So put lots of glue. So glue on one end, or one side, and glue on the other. Oops. And now I am going to sandwich this down. So you want the long end coming out of the wing part of it. So if you put the yarn down towards where the pointy is, so the open yarn down to where the little pointy is. So I'm going to put my other one sitting right on top of it and squish it down. So what should happen then is like this, where you have a fly on both sides, like that. Okay, so let's come back and assemble our little frog here. So we have him like this, so we might put some googly eyes on him. And you can, if you're painting it as well, you could do like a motley effect. So you could have like patches on him. And even on this one, I could draw little patches of green on him as well. Give him a little bit of depth. Sure, why don't we do that? Let me see. Don't talk about these things, Tara. Do them. So, oops, this is coming off now. Wrong way around. Oops, I might put a wee bit more glue on that. I think I need to change my Pritt stick. Okay, so we have this. So just do little roundy bits here and fill it in. So just like little patches on him. That's all you're doing. So you can do them in different ways. And some frogs are, you know, kind of even black, or like yellow frogs and toads you could do as well. So you try experiment with different colors as well. It doesn't just have to be green and red. Like you could have a rainbow frog. Who's to say that we just haven't discovered a rainbow frog yet? Maybe there's a rainbow frog out there somewhere. I do maybe 2 more. Like that. And we could give him more like paw type thing going on here with a little bit of black, like that. Okay, so give him just a little bit more character. So lastly, I am going to stick this in. So all I need is a little bit of sellotape, so just a little bit. We're going to attach it to the open end of the yarn, and we're going to pop this inside the mouth. Okay, so it doesn't have to be too far in, just to get it in there. If you can see it, it's quite dark actually, you mightn't see it. Okay, so now he's ready. Let's see if we can get this one to swallow a frog or swallow a fly. Okay, come on, Tara, you can do it, you can do it. So sometimes it's, you swing it. Oh no! I'll come back up. I'm useless at it. It's hard to do when I'm not standing up, I think. So let's try. Oh, no! Come on! My other frog was easier, wasn't he? Oh, okay, one more turn, one more try, and that's it. Give it a good swing, and okay, one more. Ah! I got him, he's eating a fly. We tried this before, attaching lots of different flies. So we made like 5 or 6 flies, and we had like 5 or 6 strings coming out. And for the little ones, it's easier just because you get loads of flies coming in. It can be quite hard when you just have one sometimes. So if you want to attach a couple of different flies by using a couple of different pieces of yarn, you can do that too. But just a really simple little game, really. It's just a catch game, but it's a little craft that you can make as well. So yeah, so that's it, guys. So hopefully you'll make some of those. I'd love to see some little froggies being made as well. They remind me of being a kid, frog spawn in rivers and all of that, being out and about. Great memories of frogs, actually. But anyway, that's it, guys. Until tomorrow, I hope you have a good day, and sure, I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Bye, guys.